right students? So in today's class, we are discussing about parts and components. Parts and components which are used to build a circuit, any electrical circuit, electronic circuit, or instrumentation circuits. Okay. But all the three topics, what are the important parts? We are discussing about parts today. Parts, right? We call it as a components. Right. So I'm just showing you here. You can see on your screen all these things. This is resistor. This is also resistor. This is also resistor. Resistor. The first part, what we are discussing, the resistors. Right. This is a bit different type, a bigger size. This is little smaller in size, and these are very small. Right. These are all resistors. Even this part, right, which have three terminals to it. This is also a resistor. This is also a resistor. Even this is also a resistor. Okay? Right. Others, what I'm trying to tell you, this is also a resistor. What type of resistor? Variable resistor. This is also a resistor called LDR, which has two terminals. Okay? Which has two terminals. LDR. The full form is light dependent resistor. Okay. This is also a type of a resistor which is called as thermistor. Right? Thermistor. Thermistor means what is a temperature dependent resistor. The temperature can be negative and positive, PTC or NTSC. So temperature based resistor. So all these things are resistor. Okay. The bigger the size, bigger the wattage capacity, little lesser the size. This is 5 watts. This resistor is 5 watt. This is approximately 1 watt. This is these two resistors which we maximum use in our circuits. These are all quarter watt resistors. Okay, quarter watt resistor up to half watt, 1 watt, 2 watt. You will have a color code on this. So we'll study about those color codes in later class. I will tell you how to test and how to do the things and all. Today I'm just giving you an introduction about the types of resistor. This is a variable resistor, okay, which has 3 points, 1, 2, and 3. There is a shaft. You can vary the resistance from this shaft, right? I will just this, if you turn it left and right, the resistance changes. Okay, there you have 3 points in this. Here also you have 3 points, but the only thing is you have to put a screwdriver and this is called as preset. Even this is also preset. This is also preset, but this is the type of a resistor. Okay, so you are a little familiar with the resistor, but you people have seen these are the conventional bigger size resistor. But have you seen in this thing a very small type of resistor which are there in your mobile phone PCB? Suppose this is your mobile phone PCB. Okay, and this is your mobile phone PCB. In this also you have a resistor, but the resistor are very, very small. If I try to show you also, it will be very, very difficult. So here in this bunch, a very small resistor will be there. I will show you in the picture, other picture, but I'm just telling you, I'm just showing it to you. Okay. In the mobile phone also, we have small resistor. This resistor are called a SMD resistor. SMD, surface mounted device resistor. Very small in size. Okay. We are discussing about what? Please, can anybody tell me? We are discussing about passive component. All these resistor, everything, these comes under passive components. Okay, so I'm going to remove all these passive component parts called resistor. All right. Second important this thing are these one. These are called as capacitors. Okay, capacitor. These are all capacitors. Okay, now this is also a passive component. Please remember, these are also passive components. So different type of capacitors are there. You can see this is box type of capacitor. Values are written on this. This is electrolytic capacitor, little bigger in size. Okay, which will have two terminals. Okay, one plus and one minus. Here also this is little more bigger than this. Here also you will have positive or negative terminal. This is ceramic capacitor. The values will be written on this ceramic capacitor. Okay, this will also have two terminals. All these things are, these are also ceramic, and these are also it can be polyester or ceramic also. And these are very small capacitors. That is, we call it at the picofarad values capacitors. Okay. So these are all your capacitors and condensers. Condenser means what? The bigger the size, can type. This is the bigger the size. Okay. So we call it as a condenser. It will have, you will find maximum of them, not maximum, all of them have 2 points. There are variable capacitors also, like in variable resistor will have 3 points. Here also variable capacitor will have 3 points. Okay. That is, you can change the value of the capacitance. You can up and down the value of the capacitance. I will remove this part. Then I will come to this board. Again, it is capacitor or condensers are also important part on your mobile phone. Again, it looks very similar to your resistor. It looks similar to resistor. When you see this, how do you will make it different? How you will identify which one is a resistor and which one is capacitor? The capacitors will be brown or soil type color will be there. So brown color, you can say brown in color. Capacitor brown in color, resistor black in color. Okay. So what we call them? SMD capacitors, right? Okay. What we are discussing? We are discussing about the passive components. Okay. So we have seen 2 passive components till now. Like these are the inductors of different shapes and size, and inductor as well as transformers. These are the transformers. Okay. They're a little bigger in size, little smaller in size. It will be like this. So inductor, wherever you have a copper wire, and transformer inside this also, both the transformers inside this also you have copper winding. So these are also passive components, inductor and transformers. Transformer, this is smaller in size. Inductors, you can see this is air core inductor. There are different type of inductor that will come or rather study in the coming time or coming sessions. Okay. Transformer, inductor. This is what type of transformer, that also we will come and discuss about these things. One more thing I want to show you. This is also a transformer. Okay. This is also a transformer. This one is also a transformer. What type of transformer? The core, right? This is SMPS circuit. Inside the SMPS circuit, that is your charger circuit. You have a transformer, very small size, but the power rating is very good. That is, the power ratings are very high. So please remember, here also you have resistor, you have capacitor, you have a transformer. So these are all passive components. Please remember, these are all passive components. Okay. So this is passive components. One more component I would like to show it. And these are the switches. This is a micro switch, we call it as. This is slide switch. This is also a bigger type of switch. This is also a slide switch. Okay. These are all short type of switch. And what is the purpose of switch? To make or to break the circuit. So switches are also a passive components. These are all passive components. One more component I would like to show to you. These are fuses. Fuse. Okay. Fuse. Please remember, the switches also I have shown you. You have in this mobile phone PCB also, you have small micro switches over here, right? Which you press for volume up and down. These you will have a small type of switches. So in this circuit also you have switches. That is, in mobile phone circuit also you have switches. Okay. Now this is fuse. Fuse are an important part. That is for safety of any device. You have a fuse. So this fuse is also a passive electronic component.